Welcome to another Link Technologies Incorporated video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more important videos and updates. My name is Dennis Burgess, Senior Network Engineer with Link Technologies Incorporated. Today, we're talking about PoE, or Power over Ethernet products from Link Technologies Incorporated. These are units with multiple PoE outs, so we'll exclude anything with a single PoE out. There are four classes of devices. Class A devices can only take 24 volt in and output 24 volts out. Class B devices can take either 24 or 48 volts in, but will only output the voltage that was put in. Rather, they do not up or downgrade the voltage inside the device. Class C devices have both 24 and 48 volt inputs. So as long as you're powering them with both voltages, you can select what voltage you want to output. But if you're powering it with only a 24 volt adapter, it won't supply 48 volt. Finally, the Class D devices can plug in and power both 48 and 24 volt devices at the same time. Typically, these are AC power in. We'll start with the Microtech RB260GSP, a longtime standard for PoE devices with 4 gigabit PoE out ports. It's a Class A device that only powers 24 volt gear with a max of 1 amp per port and a max of 2 amps total PoE out with a single SFP port. Those devices retail for $56. This is the Hex POE Lite. It's a Class A PoE device on sale for only $60 and packed with 4 100 megabit PoE out ports with the same per port amp rating as the 260GS. The next product is our first outdoor rated PoE unit, the Microtech Power Box. This gives you 400 megabit PoE out ports and is a Class A device for only $69. This is our first Class B device, the Microtech Hex PoE. It runs on 24 or 48 volt in. Whatever you power it with is what power is going to come out. This unit has 4 gigabit PoE out ports plus an SFP port for only $79. This Powerbox Pro is a Class B unit, offering 4 gigabit interfaces and an SFP port. It's basically a Hex PoE in a weatherproof outdoor enclosure for only $99. This Omnitech 5 PoE is a Class A device with 4 100 megabit PoE out ports at 24 volts. It's an outdoor product with 5 GHz wireless built in for only $99. This is the Omnitech 5 PoE AC. It is a Class B device, AC version of the Omnitech 5, so you can run it with 48 or 24 volt power. It offers 1 amp PoE max per port at 24 volts and 0.45 amps on 48 volts, with a total max of 2 amps across all 4 gigabit PoE out ports, all for only $129. Now for the good stuff, the first Class C device. With both 48 and 24 volt input, you can select the voltage you want to output or let it auto-select. This is the CRS112-8P4SIN. This is a small indoor switch with 4 SFP ports and 8 gigabit PoE out ports. Its max current per port is 1 amp at 24 volts and 0.45 amps at 48 volts, with a total max output of 4 amps, all for only $139. Next is the latest from Microtech, the new NetPower 16P, a Class C outdoor device with 24 and 48 volt inputs, 16 gigabit PoE out with a pair of SFP plus ports. It is a max per port of 1.1 amps at 24 volts and 0.6 amps at 48 volts. It has some power limitations per port group. The max total out is 2.8 amps at 24 volts and 1.4 amps at 48 volts times 2 amps, all for only $279. Finally, we have Class D devices, both taking AC power in, and you can get both 24 or 48 volt out of any of the PoE ports. First is the CRS328-24P4S Plus RM, a rack mount indoor device with 24 gigabit PoE out ports and 4 SFP Plus ports. Max power per port is the same as the CRS112, but the max power output is limited to 20 amps, all for only $379. Last is the CRS354-48P4S Plus 2Q Plus RM. This is a Class D unit with 48 PoE out gigabit ports. Max per port power is 1 amp at 24 volts and 0.57 amps at 48 volts, with a total max power output of 27 amps at 24 volts and 13.2 amps at 48 volts. 4 SFP Plus ports and 2 QSFP ports for only $8.99. As you can see, we have a PoE switch option for you. We have tower enclosures that will fit virtually all of these PoE switches or ports outside to power your towers. Overall, this product line is very robust, and we can always find the right product for you. Please visit www.linktex.net for more information or call 314-735-0270. Thanks for watching, keep moving those packets, and have a wonderful day.